Elite Dangerous is in disaster mode. Stations are burning. There's a disaster going on in Imperial space caused by militia and terrorism. They've taken explosive to the stations and caused a right mess. Calls have gone out for missions of mercy to rescue passengers. Obviously there's going to be a fee for this, for you to risk your expensive ship like an Anaconda or whatever it is you choose to fly in. But is there more credits to be made than what first meets the eye? Let's find out. Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. There's a disaster going on within Elite Dangerous, as I mentioned. Stations in Imperial space are on fire due to terrorism by a militant group. As we can see here, I'm in the RAB system and there's a Coriolis station on fire. They've made a right mess of it. Massive rents in the outside and whatnot. There's a rescue ship in system ready to take all the refugees that you can rescue, which seems to be the idyllic way of making money. You can make, if you're lucky, about 1.2 million credits per run. Each run takes about 5 minutes. So, work it out. So money to be made, and it's a welcome break from mining, because we're all sick of mining. But is there more money to be made in Elite Dangerous than just ferrying refugees? Well, everybody, yes there is. Yes, there is indeed. And let's talk about picking up materials that are floating around in the inside of the station in the devastation. And here's the devastation. We can see them all here now. Now the Imperial Stations burning in Elite Dangerous is spectacular to say the least, and the graphics do detract you away from what is hiding in plain sight. Flying in, you're hell-bent on looking at the smoke, the red lights, the devastation, the bits of station floating around inside, which you may or may not crash into like what I've done. Always pack those heat sinks. However, and here's the big however, if you go to your contacts page, that will show you exactly what is going on inside that station. And by that I mean, what materials are floating around inside that station. First off, you're going to think there's nothing there, but scrolling down the list and you'll see scan canisters like escape pods and whatnot. All these have a monetary value and can, if you've got cargo space that is, you haven't filled every single part of your ship full of economy passenger holds, and you can have a little bit of cargo, you know, you can make a little bit of extra money. So how are you going to go and do this? Well, what you're going to need is a collector limpet controller, some heat sinks, and a bit of patience. Now, are you going to make as much money as what you possibly make getting refugees? No, but if there is a black market requirement for getting items like personal effects and escape pods and damage escape pods and encrypted data packets and all those other things, then this could be for you. And all these missions here do stand to build your rank and your influence, not only with the local system but with the superpower. Now, as you can see, my collector limpet is zooming around, picking up things like damage escape pods and other materials as well, and other things that are floating around inside the station. Now, for a limited time and a limited time only, you are able to build and grind your Imperial rank like you've never ground it before in these in-game events, should we say. Now, coming up soon, there's going to be community-driven events linked to that. They're also going to be linked to Elite Dangerous Odyssey. You can see here that my collector limpet has already picked up a damaged escape pod. Don't get as much for those as you do for a normal escape pod with a living inhabitant, but some of these things can be quite lucrative. But full disclaimer, is it going to be as lucrative as running passenger missions? No, but are you going to start to experience the full length and breadth of this game? Yes, you are. And that's why I've done this video, because an awful lot of people are just going to zoom in, pick up the passengers and zoom out and not even know that these things have existed, because the game draws your eyes into the centre, into what's going on, into the big rents and the explosions and the fire, and quite rightly so, because within the game, saving those refugees is perhaps the most important thing, and that's why you're not going to get as much money for finding these materials. Anyway, there you have it. I've been Ricardo, thanks very much for watching. Fly safe, rescue people, And if you can, get some materials while you're at it. See you soon.